What's up, YouTube? Welcome to today's video. Just thought I'd share a strategy that I came across the other day on YouTube. It's called the Greenline strategy by this guy called Mr. Candlestick. You can go search him on YouTube. He's quite known for his strategy videos, and I was looking at it last night and thought I'd share it with you because it is quite interesting. It does work on the 1 minute candles, right? So it's going to be the 1 minute candles, and the trade time is going to be 1 minute. So this isn't necessarily quick trading anymore because 1 minute candlesticks and trade times is quite long, considering we normally do 5 seconds. But if you do want to get quite consistent profits, you can do this. But I'd still not recommend. This is more just for your basic understanding of quick trading, how it works, different approaches, and just getting a feel for it, right? So in this one, I'm not going to be live trading. I'm not going to be using the calculator. I'm just going to be fundamentally breaking down how the strategy works. So before we get into it, I thought let me just share the indicator settings. So it's very simple. What you're going to be using is 2 moving averages. Specifically smooth moving averages. The first one is going to be a 20 period, and you can make the 20 period red with 2 pixels, and then the other moving average is a 7 period moving average, and you can set that to green with 2 pixels. Next, you're going to want to get the MACD, and you're going to want to set your fast period to 16, slow period to 20, and signal period to 7. Make sure that your styles is like this, and that your MACD is 2 pixels. Your signal line is also 2 pixels. It works very simple. It's pretty much just a crossover strategy. What you want to be looking at, most importantly, is the green line. That's why it's called the green line strategy, because the green line gives you the hint of where the market wants to go. When the green line crosses below the red line, we're looking for sells. All right. And when the green line crosses above the red line, we're looking for buys. But we need to use this in combination with the indication of the MACD. Right, so if the MACD has already crossed above and is heading upwards with green bars that are being formed, and we've also crossed above on the green line, we will very likely head up and have more green candles that we can be entering off of. So that's an example for a buy. And then for a sell, obviously, as we know, we would obviously want a cross below for the green line as well on the MACD. We would want continuous volume and an increase in the number of candles or bars that are going down in red. We want the green line to be crossing below and heading downwards on the MACD. And also we want the green line for the moving average to be heading down. And then you see we're obviously getting plenty of selling opportunities here. How I would suggest you use the risk model with this, very simple. Aim for +1. If you do end up losing a trade and go down to -1, trade that system until you either get it back up to break even or until you hit -2. If either of these are met, I'd say find a new pair to trade. Just ensure that it's not too volatile. If you're wondering what like a +1 is, that's pretty much just your trade size over here. Right, your trade size over here, which should generally be 1% of your account. If you do want to take the risk, you can obviously increase it, but as a beginner trader, I wouldn't recommend. So let's look at some more examples here. For example, we have the cross up here, right? And ideally what you want is for the MACD to cross above, or the signal line on the MACD to cross above before the green line crosses above, because the MACD is always a lagging indicator and will actually give a clearer indication ahead of time. So we see here that the MACD green line was below, but then it finally crosses above. We then see increases in volume here of these green bars, and then we finally see the green line cross above. This gives us a clear indication that we want to continue to streak to the upside, and we can obviously take plenty trades here, aim for our +1 units. If we don't, obviously until 0 or until we hit -2. And yeah, that is the basics of it. Let's do a couple more examples, and then I think you should be pretty comfortable with how it works. So remember, as I said, the MACD will always cross before. That's always what you want. You always want the MACD to cross before the green line crosses on the SMA, on the main chart. So we see MACD line crosses, we have a switch in momentum here on these red bars, and then we finally have our cross below. Now, because the MACD line is angling downwards and also the green line is angling downwards, this gives us a clear opportunity to take sells. And you can see we got plenty red candles over here. Let's do a buying example. Let's get a nice one. And then, yeah, we'll end it there. Perfect. Here we go. So here we had pretty much like a bit of consolidation, right? We had a consolidation region over here, and you can also see that in the MACD line, lots of consolidation. But finally, we do have a clear spike to the upside and an increase. So there would be our breakout there. We see an increase in the volume of the candles. And as that happened, we also had a cross of the signal line, the green line. And then, of course, in the future, we had an increase in price as it continued to trail our moving average and the green line, but also the green line over here of the MACD also wanted to head in that direction. We can do two more examples to make sure that it's completely clarified for you. Let's go find a different pair to get something fresh. Here we go. So remember, we always want the MACD to cross first. We get that clearly over here. The green line, signal line on the MACD gives a clear indication that we want to go upwards. We also have green bars that are growing in size. And then we finally have the green line of the SMA crossing. Then that obviously clearly gives us a clear direction to the upside where we can take trades on all of these candles over here and aim for profits. Your trade time should be 1 minute. Your candlestick time is 1 minute, which means that you're going to be entering on each one of these candlesticks, correct? I hope that makes sense. Let's do a selling example. Or this buying example looks amazing, so I'm going to steal it before we do a selling example. Here, we obviously have our crossover of our MACD. We have an increase in buying volume on these candles. We then finally have our crossover on the green line. This is angled upwards beautifully. The MACD is angled upwards beautifully, which means that we can go and take buys on all of these candles and we can win. Let's end off with a selling example, which would look really good. Here we go. Beautiful selling example here. So remember, MACD crosses down below. Before we see the crossover on our SMA, smooth moving average, we want to see an increase in the volume, and there we do. So MACD line crosses first, then we have increase in volume. We have an angle down of the MACD as well, and obviously the red bars with the increasing volume, but then we also then see the green line on the SMA cross below. This gives us a clear indication because this is also angled down. This is starting to angle down. We now have a clear indication of a downtrend, which will likely form. And we can obviously catch a streak of all of these candles whilst taking 1 minute trades, right? 1 minute trades on each of these 1 minute candles. That's the Greenline strategy that was explained by Mr. Candlestick, and I've gone and basically summarized it for you all. Let me know how it goes. And also, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So what you're going to want to do is just come over here to my channel, and then you're going to subscribe. And then if you want to join the free WhatsApp group or the school community, you can click the link over here, or you can also click the link. It's in this video's description, but you can click the link. It's going to take you to a page like this where you can either join the free WhatsApp group, which will take you to a page like this. Then you're just going to click to the right of this finger and it will take you to the WhatsApp group there. Or you can also join and start quick trading with me and the 300 plus other people who are also in this program, where you can learn systems which are way more advanced and way beyond this. Like if I had to classify this as a C- strategy, I would. And then what I teach inside, you can see all the information here is probably like an A triple plus. Another way to find me is just to search Klask quick trades, and then I'll pop up here on Google. Then you can just click over here and it will take you to my community over here. Also, another thing, what you get inside is brilliant. It's definitely worth more than the price that you're going to be getting. We have over 18 hours of a program in here which teaches you everything that you need to know. We have daily lessons, which I've been posting for the last 11 days here, which is like extremely advanced stuff. I'm also trying to build a second course, which you can access. We have 6 weekly calls inside of the community, split between mentors who make over 500,000 Rand or $50,000. Sometimes even over R1 million, they take the calls, and then I take the calls on the weekends. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. And I hope that you can test this, understand quick trading a lot better, and have a bit more clarity and understanding, so that you can eventually decide to join the program or possibly the WhatsApp group if you have not already. But other than that, have a blessed day and stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video.